Oh no. Must be time for another guest adventure, where everyone is a guest, including me. All right, welcome to Guest Adventures, where everyone is a guest, including me. We're on our way to Pensacola, Florida. We stopped at a rest area. This is the A4 Skyhawk information. Another plaque. If you want to read those plaques, you can pause the video. But here's the actual aircraft. Painted for the Blue Angels here. It's a very unique display for a rest area. This is a Mark 8 armor-piercing projectile from the battleship USS Alabama. So we are in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I thought we were going to Pensacola, but my wife asked me in the morning if I wanted to start at the farthest location that we're going, and I said yes. So I always like to say, we have a communication problem in our relationship. She tells me things and I don't listen. So we're in Gulf Shores, Alabama. So we stopped at the Fish River Grill. A lot of stuff on the menu here. We're gonna go with some kind of burger though. I just haven't decided which one. So we'll figure it out. All right, so with our meal comes complimentary swamp soup. Me being the adventurous one that I am, I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully you caught the sarcastic nature of that. So, here we go. Got all kinds of beans in it, some kind of greens, I'm guessing spinach. This could be a first.
The broth tastes pretty good.
Tastes a little like bean with bacon soup. It's also very hot. In the immortal words of my mother, you can't cook things cold. So it's not bad. I wouldn't drive from Michigan back to Alabama to have it, but I'm glad I tried it. All right, so we received our burger. We went with the cheeseburger, no lettuce, fries. So we shall give the fries a try. Very good. It's one big, huge burger. Very huge. Very good burger. The menu said this is where the locals come, so obviously they know where to eat. It's a very good meal. As an added bonus, we got a complimentary piece of cake. And you all know how much I love cake. So let's give this piece of cake a try here. A white cake with a lemon frosting. Very good. After driving around for a while, we ended up in Fort Pickins, Pensacola. This is an old brick fort. We'll do a little exploring here. These are some of the outbuildings. This building is labeled the mine storeroom. In this building, the mine loading building. A couple mines. It says soldiers of the mine planter service used rail carts like this one to move mines from the mine storeroom building to the mine loading building. Once loaded, the mines were moved to ships for placement in the harbor entrance. Here's the railroad tracks that went into the building. See if we can see in the building here. Well, pretty much used for storage today. This is a long shot towards the fort. The mine areas were quite a distance from the main fort, so we didn't blow up the fort. This must have been the harbor that the mines were prepared for. Looks peaceful now, so the mines must have worked. This is the Gulf Islands National Seashore, Fort Pickens. It's a historic U.S. Army fort on Santa Rosa Island in the Pensacola area, named for Revolutionary War hero Major General Andrew Pickens. Interesting to me is the fact that this is the other side of where the cannons were, and it's facing inside the fort. So is that in case people got into the fort? Don't know. Then there's some small areas up there that look like maybe you stand there and just shoot a regular gun out. And there's a stairway there to get up the hill, a couple stairways here. and a couple areas that looks like to hide in and stand while you were shooting out. More stairways over there. This is the other side of the fort, again with holes for the cannons to stick out, facing inside the fort. So either the fort wasn't that fortified, or they did that on purpose, lured the people in, then shot them. Who knows? At least this cannon portal is facing outside the fort. All right, that's sort of the inside back of the fort, and another mysterious tunnel. No idea where that goes. It's very dark. It's down there in curves. I don't know that the camera's going to film in here. Still doing pretty good. All right. You go around the corner, it's completely dark. So we'll end it here. We're not going any further. Not that adventurous. There's a cannon on top of the fort there. More little areas for other cannons. Couple mysterious tunnels here. And they don't want you going up there. Not quite sure. It looks like there's a pathway down, curves around. That may have been some type of prisoner holding cell. Here's a little plaque about how the cannons worked. And a plaque about the Apache prisoners who helped clear the land to build the fort. Information about the actual double arch construction and how the cannons moved. We're gonna make our way up to the top where that cannon was. It's the same plaque about the cannon. This is what the top of the arches look like, the cannons that were underneath. There would have been more cannons along this wall. Just one remains for display. Bird marking his territory, and this is what the cannon would see. This is the other side of the fort. Just on the other side of that was the arches with the cannons that we saw. This is the entrance where we came in. You see off in the distance, that's the mine building and the loading of the mine building. Interesting about how the fort was rebuilt. They covered those up, but those were some ladders to get to the top of this part. Stairways going down. Let's see what is on this side. Can't go up to the top, it says area closed. Ammo exit. Interesting. And back down. There's a railing up here, almost like a railroad track, curves into that. There's one there. So I'm guessing that had something to do with carrying some type of ammunition. On the end of the fort up here, some damage to it from the initial battle. You can see on both sides there, battle damaged. Little different angle of the damaged part of the fort. Imagine the amount of bricks used to make the original fort. Incredible. Another interesting placard about the soldiers. This talks about after the brink of war with Spain, after the USS Maine battleship was sunk, and when they started placing the landmines. The fort itself is a long way out on a very long and winding road. Hey, that'd be a good name for a song. And there's camping all along on the peninsula that you're going out to. It's very interesting. Hopefully we have enough gas to get back, because I didn't fuel up before we got here, and we'll make it to a gas station on the way back. Just part of the adventure. We weren't sure if these buildings were part of the fort or not. There's a placard on there that says private residence. So my guess is they may have been part of the fort, but people have purchased them. We'll try to find that out and let you know. See the fort through the buildings here. Another interesting plaque about the colonial power struggle and the difference in cannons. What we noticed is the Spanish cannon doesn't have that little lip on it right there. Here's the actual cannons that that's a picture of. That's the Spanish, and that's the British. British also have that cool little symbol on it. And also a sunset view of the park. Sun's starting to go down. Well, as you can tell, fortunately we made it to the gas station.
Yes, that's right. The animated movie will tell the
I had my doubts,
inhabited by
but we made it, and then we're gonna head to dinner.
Fire, water, air.
And as you see, the wall is covered by license plates. And there's Michigan. This is my buddy, Peg Leg Pete. We've waited over an hour and a half to get into your restaurant so far. So I'm hoping the food's good. We're gonna give it a review. Got that? And that might be how you ended up with the peg leg. Just a quick look around the restaurant. All right, this is a look at the menu. All due respect, I did this once, but I'm an idiot and probably didn't turn the camera on. So here we go. I don't know if you can really read that or not. So we'll see. Our waiter's already been by, named Topher. He said he wouldn't mind being on camera. Fortunately, I didn't have it on for that either. It's kind of an extensive menu. We're gonna go with a steak and a Key West salad. We're gonna split. That's a quick look at the menu.
Water, light ice, and I got an extra cup of ice just in case you want to add any more ice and stuff like that to it.
And this is Topher, our waiter, who was on YouTube before, but I didn't have the button pushed, so it didn't come out. So now you can say hi to everybody. Thanks.
All right, do y'all know what you want for appetizers or anything like that?
We're not going to have any appetizers, but how big is your Key West salad?
Our Key West salad, it's a very large salad. Yeah, it probably be, it's a plate that big, and it'll be a little mountain. Okay.
All right, so the meal came. Lisa's already split the steak and the potatoes. And I'm having the coleslaw, very good coleslaw. So we're gonna try the steak and the potatoes real quick, see if the wait was worth it. Here's the steak. It's a very good steak. And we got, they call it new potatoes. I used to call them redskin potatoes, but either way. And they're good as well. So at least it was worth the wait. So we had a little change of plan. We split the ribeye steak. Instead of the big Key West salad, we got the Caesar salad. At least I got that. I had coleslaw. Split the potatoes. The steak was excellent. We're going to finish up with key lime pie. Quick taste. It's a great way to finish. Very good. I appreciate you coming along in this episode of Guest Adventures, where everyone's a guest, including me. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Thanks very much.